Alright guys, Fulu coming to you with another video. Shout outs to the whole LDBC. If you like this video, please feel free to like the video and please feel free to subscribe to the channel. Now, we're going to talk some boxing. Sean Porter, man, and Terrence Crawford, I don't know, maybe perhaps they're up to something. Like, maybe perhaps they're like, because even if Spence has been, like, for example, like out of commission, maybe his name is bigger because people are anticipating him coming back and seeing what he can do once he comes back. Because now you have Sean Porter, who has came out and said, and maybe Sean Porter is saying this to bring the attention upon him. Maybe this is the reason why he said what he said. But, he said Errol Spence is not a top 3 welterweight. So, I mean, he beat you. So what does that make him then? The top 2, maybe? Or numero uno? I mean, I don't get why those words came out of his mouth, Again, I'm under the impression that he's, looking for attention, and maybe he's trying to bring attention to himself because, I don't know, maybe he's going to announce a fight soon. Now, as far as Terrence Crawford is concerned, it just goes to show that, like, again, I said it in previous videos, that Terrence Crawford, he doesn't want to fight anybody. Sometimes, like, sometimes you have to earn your stripes. That's the thing. And, like, if you don't earn your stripes, then it's like, okay, well, it is what it is. Because not every fight gonna be a title fight. And you have to look at it like this. As I said before, fighting an elite welterweight, no matter who it is, will get you ready to fight Errol Spence. But back to Sean Porter. I think maybe what Sean Porter is doing, this is what he's doing, maybe, perhaps, is that, Sean Porter is trying to bait Errol Spence into giving him a rematch. That may be what he's trying to do. He may be trying to get Errol Spence back in the ring again, and I think that with that, with these comments, I think that's what the end game goal is. Because as he said as well, he feels that he was robbed in the first fight. Those are according to his words. So that could be a possibility of what he's doing. But at the same time, he wants a rematch with Errol Spence. But the thing is, it's like, where was that energy with your Dennis Ugas, who arguably, I would say that fight was a tied fight, or if you wanted to give it to Ugas by, 7 rounds to 5 rounds, you can do that, and it'll be cool. I think there were some cleaner shots that edged out Sean Porter, you know what I mean? And I think, the unfortunate thing with Ugas is he should have put his foot on the gas more. If he would have put his foot on the gas and just took that title, then I think, like, he would be, it would be Errol Spence and your Dennis Ugas that would have fought at the Staples Center before. But, that's in the past. But anyhow, what I really want to talk about too is, with Errol Spence, what it looks like that's gonna happen for his first fight back, it looks like he's gonna fight Danny Garcia. That looks like the game plan, you know what I mean? And the way I look at Danny Garcia is this. It's kind of like the little engine that could. Like, at 140, he did work, you know what I mean? But when he got to 147, he just lost all his big fights. You know, of course, the Sean Porter fight, I guess you can say it was somewhat close, but Sean Porter's aggressiveness overshadowed him. But then, you know, the fight with Keith Thurman, that was definitely a close fight. But when it comes to like all his big fights at welterweight, he simply doesn't. It's simply no cigar. You know what I mean? I'm not quite sure if he's even held any hardware in welterweight. Maybe I think he has. I think he fought. Yeah, he fought Amir Khan, and he won that fight. I think, yeah, he won against Lamont Peterson too. But again, like, Amir Khan's been knocked out. You know what I mean? I would say that Amir Khan's like most notable victory was against Marcus Maidana. You know what I mean? But, you know, with Errol Spence, I think people are still not giving him the respect he deserves. You know, I really don't think that, like, he gets his just due. You know, it's kind of sad, but you know, it is what it is. But you know, that's how it is with these fighters. Some of these fighters, you know, some of these fighters can't do enough, and you know, they are actually doing things that like fans ask of them. Like, they're fighting the best guys. They're, you know, going at the guys toe to toe. They're like, I mean, fighting in like great fights. And you know, sometimes that's still not enough for these fans. But you know, when it's all said and done, what I expect to happen is I expect, you know, Errol Spence to come out on top of the welterweight division. You know, I really believe that still he's the top dog of the division, you know, despite his little mishap. I just feel that, like, there's really, I mean, I said it in the past, it's like, and this is no homo, by the way, it's just the way he's built. It's like kind of like a cheat code for welterweights, because for one, the long arms, for two, his torso is in such a way where he gets super torque on them shots, so it adds to the power in which he has, you know what I mean? And again, you know, it's sad to say this. This is really sad to say, and I'm about to say it, basically. But his boxing still doesn't get enough credit. You know that? You know, even after he clearly outboxed Mikey Garcia, and he didn't use brute force and brute strength, his boxing still doesn't get credit. His ring, like his gift of ring IQ and stuff like that, it still doesn't, like, people still don't give it credit. And I see this on like a lot of these Facebook pages and things like that. I'm like, bro, I guess he has to I don't know, like, I guess he has to Mayweather in his boxing ability or something for him to get credit. That's what it seemed like. But I mean, I'm just gonna end this video on this note. But let's say if Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence do fight this year. Let's say if the fight happens in the summertime, okay? Let's say if that fight actually goes down. I'm of the opinion that Earl Spence can outbox Terrence Crawford if he really wanted to. I'm really of that opinion. Terrence Crawford is very hittable. You know, another thing too with Terrence Crawford, and I mean, this is an unpopular opinion, but I've said it before, I'll say it again. The amateurs are different from the pros, right? But some pros want to avenge their losses in the amateurs. You know, sometimes they do. They just say, okay, well, you know what? You beat me in the amateurs, so I got to beat you in the pros, right? Your Dennis Ugas beat Terrence Crawford twice, right? In the amateurs. You don't want to avenge those losses in the pros? What's the matter? Are you afraid that you'll be walking into counters all night? And that at the mid-range you'll box circles around you? Is that what it is? Is that what the hesitation is? Or is it that Bob Arum has a feeling that you can't even win that fight either? Let us know, huh? But anyhow, man, that's all I'm gonna leave y'all with. Let me know what you think Sean Porter is up to when he's doing all these comments saying that that Terrence Crawford, that Earl Spence is not a top 3 welterweight. Is he trying to bait him for a rematch, or what is he trying to do? You know, let me know. Fula signing out. Njara.